Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome back to Grim Dawn Reign of Terror. You may notice I've gotten an Act 2 Mercenary, and you actually get to choose which one you want to buy from. You just have to talk to Grease about a million times. I have a feeling you can buy the rogue ones from What's-Her-Face as well by talking to her a bunch, so you can probably choose which one you are. I actually like that I still have an ice mercenary kind of chilling in my stash right now. But this guy is giving us might, so we have increased physical damage. As you can tell, it is murdering things. So, it works. We don't have Golem anymore, but we have invested more into skeletons. We now summon 2 skeletons per cast, so that's going to work out pretty nice. We've got those. That's one way to do the scarabs. We can actually cast our curse and stuff like that and get ourselves some, like, boosted skills there, so let's go ahead and just keep doing that. You can see that we are murdering things, and actually, this counts as an attack, by the way. If you're wondering why I'm casting off little fireballs, that's because I've actually put Calamity on, and it has a 5% chance of launching those fireballs whenever I cast a spell. Well, whenever I attack, and so you can see it'll trigger off every now and then. We'll have our own, basically, fire version of the lightning attack. I have put a different item on my weapon. We can go ahead and get into a situation where I can look at my inventory real quick. And there we go. I have put the chipped claw on there so I can get some slam, so I can actually do decent damage. I do a few thousand damage. I moved the ith to the armor. Of course, moving it is kind of a misnomer. I used the other ith on my... Ooh, we've got another Nephrune. I wonder if that adds seconds, but I don't know. But yeah, I went ahead and put the... Ooh, we are getting a lot of runes. Jesus. The ith rune that I had spare on my armor. I could farm more runes. Probably not gonna just yet. We're just gonna kind of go through this and hope for the best. I have a feeling this is gonna be a fairly long run for a Diablo 2-esque run. Because, well, frankly, we've got a lot to go through. Hey, you're dropping fireballs on me. You don't get to. You can see how much damage I do there. I didn't even see the number pop up, but it is what it is. I am liking this Razor Tine. I have found some stronger weapons. I found a scythe, oddly enough. You can see if we don't get a good hit, we just kind of just knock them down and don't have to worry about it anymore, which is lovely. And by not a good hit, I mean whenever this is on, like, recharge, whenever it's cooldown. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. I don't do very much damage. I do like 400 something. So this is like my minion's in danger. I must go help them situation. So you can see about 2,000 damage for that skill whenever it's available. We can just knock them down otherwise and kind of keep them staggered, which is nice. Hi, guy. I didn't get a good hit on you after amp damaging. And the way amp damage works is it now has weaken on it. So they're not as strong as the Diablo 2 variants. For example, amp damage is only doing a 5% reduction in physical resistance. And then I got this for the increased radius. So now we don't really... Can you stop, for God's sake? So it's not really a tiny radius anymore, which is kind of what I wanted. I don't want these like tiny little, oh, it's just going to be sort of casting an area. No, I want to be able to get at least like 4 or 5 guys with it whenever I cast it. So I wanted this to be 5 guys cursors. So if you guys are familiar with 5 guys burgers, yay. I actually have never had 5 guys before. I've only had, In-N-Out, Whataburger, all that kind of stuff. I should probably just go to California and try it. But I have not been there, so I can't do that. Anywho, so murdering all the things. This is very familiar for anyone who's been in this kind of like area of Diablo 2. We are going around the edge hoping for a path to the next area. I don't know if there... Yeah, it doesn't show like there's any roads out here to show us where we're supposed to go. In Diablo 2, there's not roads either in the desert. They would blow away far too quickly. So we just need to murder all the dung soldiers, all the scarabs basically, and let them do their thing. We're just going to keep casting this to get the minion boost, because minions stronger equals minions good. And I am basically focusing my devotions on that kind of principle as well. So we're kind of just moving through the minion ones. We're working on getting them bleed right now. I have... I'm trying to remember what else I put things in. Oh yeah, this... is level 10 is why I can summon 2 of them at a time. It comes at level 10. But I have not really decided on the path through devotions that I want to do. So you're going to have to kind of deal with me kind of just humming and hawing over it every now and then. Might do a lot of it off screen, but I will talk about what I've done. And I'll show it off in a little bit where I've gone on that. But it's not really super important yet because we haven't even gotten further on that tree. If you guys do have any ideas as to devotion paths, that would be awesome. I'm thinking bleeding and anything that boosts my minions. So they is getting strong, but not super strong. So they're still dying to like big bosses and stuff like that. Ooh, Shepherd's Call has reached level 6. We are leveling that up really quick. It's kind of disturbing almost, and that is not a way to the next area. The layouts on this are still a little bit perplexing, so I'm gonna have to just kind of go with it and hope for the best as I'm wandering through these areas. I don't know whether there's a way for them to do a random outlet into another area, but I don't think so. I think we're gonna have to have like a portal between the areas if they're going to be randomly located. So we'll see how that kind of works. Rocky Waste, lovely. You all get murdered. The only thing I can think of that would allow with the Grim Dawn engine would be is if you actually... Do these guys get knocked back whenever you hit them, like, naturally? Ooh, another Chip Sapphire. And those don't automatically upgrade, by the way. The Chip Sapphires don't. So, you kind of have to live with what you got. Explorer's Trousers. We got another set item. We got some Explorer's Set Pants. Oh, and I found Treads of Sithon while wandering around leveling up a little bit. They're not that amazing, oddly enough. They're just okay. Avoid melee attacks, not bad. Movement speed, strength. It's definitely better than what we've got. So now we've got green pants, yellow armor, gold random things, which is fine. Definitely like that there are more uniques in this. That's a thing. And I think that Omen unique was, unfortunately, a Grim Dawn unique. So that is from the, whatchamacallits. Let's smash this. Crafting. You can craft that unique. Let's go in here. We've got some more levels up. I'm going to go ahead and put them into the skeletons. You can see at level 9 is whenever we get 2 on that. That's cool. And then next level we get a 4 summon limit on it. So, yay! Let's go ahead and summon up some mages. I do like summoning more of them at once. Just makes things a little bit more sane for me. Because I can actually just go through and do some... Yay! Scepter of Frostbite. Lovely. Oh, and there is a track on the ground. What? Is that really supposed to lead us where we're supposed to... Are we just supposed to follow the tracks? Seriously? Doesn't show up on the map. Although this looks like it's heading back to town. Yeah, that's heading back to town. We don't follow the tracks. And that is to nothing. Where the hell is the way out? I don't know. I don't know how to get out of the Rocky Waste. We have nothing here. We need dry hills. So, I guess we're going this way. We're going to check this corner over here, because we've gone around the outside. Unless it's... That didn't look like a place we could go. You guys are going to be pissed at me for humming and hawing and wandering a little bit, but it is what it is. This is first time playing through this mod, so we're going to have some things to experience first time. It's just how it go. This looks like it's blossoming out into an area, though. And that's going to be a cave, at least. That's not to the next area, though. At least I hope they didn't hide it through that. Hide the next area through a pointless cave? No, they wouldn't do that. They would never do that. Would they? That's just Stony Tomb, sorry. I thought about getting a Holy Freeze Mercenary, but then I was like, I'm going mostly physical damage with these minions. So, no. Leave me alone. Go away. You guys murder them. There you go. You guys murdered it. Sweet. Nice. We got some Squire's Gauntlets, which are probably unique. So we got Sealed Hide, just some junk, which is fine. I don't mind getting junk. I need the money because things is expansive. The Mercenary alone was like 20,000. So, ooh, chance on block. Not going to be using that pretty much ever because I am, well, two-handed weapon here. So let's go Dexterity. Just a little bit more chance to hit so we can actually do more damage ourselves as opposed to worrying about all this other garbage. And yes, you see that the minions do have special like stats. I don't know why Grim Dawn does it that way, where it's just like this giant yellow thing on their face. And there's some more tracks. Maybe we are supposed to follow the tracks. I don't know. We're gonna try it in this next area. So, yay. And that does look like it's the path to the next area. So we're going through. We're going to just follow the tracks and see where they lead us. See if it leads us to the next area. So whenever I deviate from the tracks, someone needs to yell at me in the comments down below, because I am going to probably do that a lot. I also need to find the waypoint here. So, yay, dry hills. This is where we'll find the cube. Actually, I probably need to wander off the path to find the cube, but I want to test my following the road theory. Oh, wow, they are ripping to pieces everything I own. There you go. Nice, more mages. We need more mages. We need everything nuked with curses. Oh, and we're actually burning through mana with the curses now. We don't have enough mana regen to keep it up. Ugh. Okay, you're down there. Go ahead and get rid of these little bastards that are kind of nipping on my heels. Good job. Maybe I should have gotten a prayer mercenary. Heal up all my guys regularly, but it don't work that way right now. Because, yeah, we're just murdering them. Main reason I didn't get the prayer mercenary is I was like, that's probably not going to be too useful because I recover from constitution, just not even thinking about, oh, my mercenaries probably don't have a passive heal. Because that would have to be programmed in, I think. Kill that. And that. Kill them all. Murder them so they stop harassing me. Go, mercenaries, go. I say mercenaries, go, minions. My following. Destroy all things. Oh god, yeah, they do almost as much damage as I do, individually, the skeletons do. So that is a thing. And so we're slowly getting up here. Got ourselves a wand that's absolutely useless. I'm gonna have to stay on the path, because I'm gonna be a dumbass otherwise. Watch the, like, way down be, like, right next to the path. That'd be awesome, actually. I would love that. I don't know how to tell where the waypoints are probably gonna spawn on this map yet. You guys are all getting murdered. Ah, lovely. And we don't even really take many hits to begin with, even against bosses, unless they do an AoE. So it's kind of like, okay, yeah, we're good. So this is the path through the desert with the man with no name. And I like how they're just kind of falling over randomly. There's our waypoint, so that is a good stop. Let's go ahead and grab that. And yes, I grabbed the sewer's waypoint off screen. That's part of the thing I was leveling with. Found another boss down there that wasn't Radamant. But Radamant is the one that gave me the Treads of Sithon, or Chthon, whatever you want to call them. It still bothers me that Razor Tine is not a spear, but I don't think there's actually spears in Grim Dawn, so that's not as big of an issue as it would kind of seem. So they just made it a two-handed weapon. I think the only really two-handed... You have a scythe and a sword, and I think you have some clubs and stuff like that, and this is going to probably be... dry wastes over here. Not dry wastes. Oh, whatever. Wherever the maggot layer is. Ooh, and we got a Relic Inferno. That might actually be better. It's an aura, I think. No. It's actually fills with fire, causing your attacks to ignite enemies. It's basically an enchant weapon. That's fine. And this is probably going to be the next area. Waiting for the name to flop up. Got some obsolete wands. Yay. Always the obsolete wands. Yep, that's Far Oasis. Let's go ahead and kill these sand maggots. They look kind of creepy. That's fine, though. We need to find ourselves the cube, because today we want to figure out what the cube is. Although it doesn't look like we're going to get quite that far. I'm going to go ahead and I'll do a jump cut here. And we will go wander down into the... well, place we're supposed to go. I'll find it on here. There's probably a few spawn points like with most things, but I'll hop in whenever we find it, and maybe we'll hop in whenever we get down to the actual cube. I do want to wander around there a little bit. We might have a little bit of a long episode, so I will be right back. Okay, we're back. The Halls of the Dead. We're actually really close to the waypoint. They were just south of it. I don't know if it's always there. Highly doubt it's always there, but this is laid out kind of like I was expecting the final area to be laid out, where it has, if we actually hit the little map there, it's going to be one of those where it has the little entrance, and then you go with a loop, and it breaks off into 3 paths. So, I'm wagering that's what it's going to stay with on here. They might have swapped it up just a little bit. Let's see. We got a hollow one, which is fine. I can deal with hollow ones. They get murdered relatively quickly. Hi, guys. Ooh, lovely. They are actually not doing that much work on my minions. That's fine by me. So we're just murdering things here. How are we looking on space? We're about to head into our next bag, unfortunately. So chances are we'll be relatively full by the time we get to the cube. So I might actually stop picking up blues now and stick to just yellows. We'll see in just a little bit. I'll go ahead and skip on some of them. I do need the money is the only like concern that I have, because things, like I said, are expensive. Getting recipes from Wirt, which actually Wirt appeared down in the sewers randomly. He disappeared by the time I got back to him because I wanted to finish clearing it out before going back to him and buying some stuff, and yeah, he disappeared. So he may be a ghost, so that's a thing that we need to take into consideration. That Wirt is not necessarily the most reliably located object, there we go, but he does sell stuff. So yippee-ki-yay, we got stuff in there. Can we actually condense some of this real quick? Not really. That sucks. Okay. We're hoping for the best, but I just want to show off this place down here just a little bit. I may actually do another jump cut after we've shown off like some of the enemies. I'm slightly curious where the let's grab that. Slightly curious to see what the rest of the enemies are like. We've gotten the Decayed, we've gotten the Hollow ones. The Hollow one's not too big of a threat. I haven't seen the Ghosts or the whatchamacallits, the Big Brutes down here, so I kind of want to see them. We've got the cat people, which is fine. We've got the bats, so yeah, you get a general idea of what this is. I'm going to go ahead and just murder some more things off screen. Yeah, we're doing edits on this because I don't feel like dragging you all the way through all of this. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and murder everything here, and then I will come back to you whenever we've gotten down to, I think it's going to be on the 3rd floor, because that's what it is in Diablo 2, where the cube is. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I found the stairs down. I actually went up to town and sold off a bunch of stuff, so you see my inventory is pretty clear, and we're down to level 3 of the Halls of the Dead, which should be where the cube is, so yippee-ki-yay. I've also respec'd a little bit. I went ahead and dropped the Paladin Thorns down a little bit. We may actually just not use Paladin. I don't know yet. It's one of those things that the retaliation damage is nice, but I would love to actually have more points into my minions. And right now, yeah, we're not too bad on that. I could actually refund, I believe it's like 12. Yeah, I think it's like 11 or 12 points from Paladin itself, and get that down and get that all into Necromancer. We'd lose some stats for it, but we'd have all that into Necromancer skills, which would be absolutely, like, lovely. But unfortunately, I don't feel like doing that just yet. I'm going to keep the Thorns up for now, just kind of keep with the theme of the build. That's kind of what I'm thinking of right now as far as, like, various things in that regard. So, ooh, Manticore Eye, lovely. Absolutely not interested in that. I don't know if there's an orb from that guy. There's not. That is unfortunate, but yeah, I am contemplating lowering this guy's Paladin aspect down to just straight Necromancer, but for now we're going to stick with the Retaliation kind of build. Retaliation, amp damage, see if that works out well. I think the amp damage does boost the physical retaliation damage it does. It's not a lot because it's only a 5% reduction in enemy resistance, but at the same time, it's not bad, and I don't think there's going to be physical immunes. I don't think there's actually immune going on in here. I think it's just, like, really high resist. So that might be a thing, that might not be a thing. I don't know yet. We haven't gotten that far. But whenever we get into Hell difficulty, having the dual class will be a lot more useful. I think probably my favorite class for this will end up being, like, Druid something or Necromancer something. And that is... oh, that's, we actually found it just right off the bat, so hopefully she drops it. I don't know. Shrine of Fate, let's see if it's good. Is it good? It is Armor Shrine. So, Shrine of Fate, by the way, is just random crap. It's random effect, I think. So, let's go ahead and summon a new one of you, just so you guys can murder all the rest of these guys while I'm picking up all the stuff that's kind of, like, in the way. And yes, I've switched the visibility to just show magic or, I mean, rare or better. So where is our... oh, yep, we've got a star on the ground, so that means that it's probably up here. Let's see, that is the chest. Let's go ahead and grab it, and it is Attuned Lodestone, Spire of Lazarus, which is not something from Grim Dawn. We're going to find out what that is in just a minute. I'm really curious, and I have been keeping the socketed armor just in case it's something I can use to craft, whatchamacallits, rune words. There we go. So we got ourselves a cube. Lovely. Let's see what the Spire of Lazarus is. Unique two-handed blunt. It is a staff, I think. Let's see. Lightning damage. Not amazing, but it'd be good for the sorceress. We could transfer it onto her if we actually get to keep this character after upgrading. So that would be awesome. Oh, and they've got a shortcut. Ah, how thankful I am of that. But we've got ourselves a cube. Next time we get to find the Staff of Kings in the Dry Wastes, in Maggot Lair. I'll probably just wander through Maggot Lair, find the waypoint, and show off in Maggot Lair, because the enemy types in Dry Hills and Maggot Lair are the same. So we'll get to see those regardless. So, anywho, if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time on Grim Dawn, Reign of Terror. Bye.